What's going on, y'all? Gonzo's Convos, Season 4, Episode 16. Today I have on, I'm sorry, how you say your name? Is it
Chynna.
Chynna?
Chynna.
Shauna?
Mhm.
Shauna. Oh, okay. There we go. Shauna. So, Shauna, we have Shauna from the UK. First ever guest from the UK we've had on this podcast, first ever from Europe. So, that's really cool. I'm really glad you wanted to be a part of this podcast. For
No, it's cool. I wasn't expecting it, so it was nice to see you, and I'm glad that we're like doing this. It's cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. I love we're expanding to other countries. I fuck with it.
Yeah, you're going all around. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Development.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Tell everybody what it is you do, what your goals are. That type of deal.
Okay, so I'm completely new to this, but hey, I'm Chynna. I've been doing some like acting, modeling, still trying to develop through that, as well as like working on TikTok and trying to evolve that and some fashion stuff. So I'm just trying to like, when you're like at that phase where you know what you want to do, there's so many different things and you're just trying to like hustle each side.
Yeah,
I'm fully on that vibe at the moment. That's like it.
I got you. No, that's impressive. Like, what got you into modeling and acting?
Like, okay, this sounds so right. I don't know. When you're a kid and you do like certain things and it's just like it's just your thing. Like it's just
Mhm.
who you are kind of thing. Every weekend I'd always get these like, do you remember, I don't know if you ever had them, the puppets and the little like theatre kind of box thing?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
ever
yeah, yeah.
receive that? Every weekend I do like a little show at the end of my mum's bed and I'd be like, right, this has to be action, camera, and like it was just the whole thing. And I think it's just always like gone from there.
I like that. I get the vibe that like I get the vibe from you that you really do enjoy being in front of the camera. I get
Oh,
that. You said absolutely.
yeah, completely. Like, I think I used to hate it at certain points when I was younger, but like, I think as I got older, I was kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't, streaming's fun. Like, obviously, you do that like on here and stuff. I don't know how like you find it, but I think it just, I don't know, I feel like energized with it.
Yeah, I mean that's the same type of vibe I get from podcasting. I get I'll get my liquor, I'll get my things, put the camera on, and start vibing out type of deal. I've always been outgoing, so I feel that for sure. You know?
Yeah, I because like watched some of your podcasts as well because I was like, I was nervous and I was like, how do I do this? Like, I haven't done one before, and I did like look, and you just are so like chill.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean that's the whole type of vibe I try to pursue in this podcast. Is the chill vibe. We talk about all kinds of different things, and this overall like even if you disagree, it's gonna be respectful and just keep the vibe going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's like a healthy debate. If you're gonna have a debate, at
Yeah,
least like listen to each other.
exactly. I'm not like the most of a male podcast where they bring on females and they trash them and talk shit like Andrew Tate. You probably know who he is. I don't like doing that type of shit. I feel like that's just the overall bad vibe. You know what I mean? It could be entertaining, but it's bad.
Wait, I don't know if you've. I'm sure you've been told this before, but you've got really good like listening skills from like what I saw from your other podcasts.
You said I have really good listening skills.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that. I try.
No, I noticed it, and it's something I learned when I was like I wanted to be a cancer at one point, and it's like you literally just did those like you don't even realize you're doing it, but like the paying attention thing, like showing that you're like nodding and that you're actually like in tune with what the person's saying is like a huge thing during that. So it was something I saw and I was like, oh, I didn't even know, but it's like good.
Yeah, I didn't even notice I did that. I get into the moment.
No, it's a really good like communication strategy. So you should be like it just shows that you're good at like communicating and that you're actually invested in the person that you're talking to. So it's a respectful thing as well.
I appreciate that. I definitely try. My school teachers would tell you different. They say I suck at listening. So
We bad at school.
I was probably I would say decent. I'd have my bad areas and I'd have my good areas type of deal. Like math, nah. All my math teachers hated me.
Why? What were you like?
Cause for one, I wasn't good at math. Two, to be honest, I didn't really care for being good at math, and I would, I'd give them a lot of shit. Like, I don't want to know this, like I don't need this, you know what I'm saying? Type of deal.
Yeah, see, I can see you being like that. You're so like nice and friendly. Do you know what I mean? That's also really bad because I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, I was definitely like that. You know, I wouldn't like I wouldn't like be rude to the teacher or anything, but I would tell him like I don't get it. I honestly don't really want to get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for this type of shit. You know,
Was it one
I
of those
would.
things you get like? Oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, was it one of those things where you get like frustrated and it's just like you kind of like lash out, not like lash out, but you're kind of like, I'm frustrated, I can't do this. So like you almost are just trying to find like a get out clause.
Kind of more so like showing my frustration. You know what I'm saying? Like I would definitely show that I was frustrated with it, and I would just stop. I'd be like, I'm not doing that. I'm good.
No, I don't think you have so many hats in the back. Like,
Oh yes, man. Yeah, I have a lot of hats, and I have my little posters back there too. My little flags, my nationalities on this wall. Yeah.
I love that. See, I need to get my wall's just like plain on this side, so I've got like my little bits and bobs around, but like you're showing me up. Get
Uh,
like a little something back.
Now, believe it or not, and this might be like this might sound weird to some people because they're like men don't decorate like that, but I'm very into decorating. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to pimp out my room, pimp out my place type of shit. Pimp out my car. I like to do stuff like that.
I can see that you've definitely got like your style shows. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got a little like fashion thing going on. Have you always like been into like styling stuff? Because it's kind of like creative, isn't it?
Yeah. I would say like on the style part, I'm more so into clothes. You know what I'm saying? I love to be stylish with clothes. As you can see, I like jewelry. I like different types of clothes, different types of threads. Hats sometimes. Sometimes I don't wear a hat. It just all depends what I'm feeling.
Do you like gravitate towards like specific color?
Specific color, nah. I would say my favorite color is purple. So I do like to try to have like purple fits. If that makes sense. But
No,
I
it
wear every color.
does. Are you like spiritual?
Define. Wait. Okay. What is your definition of spiritual?
Oh, okay. This is how we're gonna go like really high or really low. They're
No, no. Yeah,
like crystal, kind of like I don't know, like premonition or no. Don't try to do it.
absolutely not. I'm more so spiritual in the sense that like I believe in God. I know He's there. I know He's up there doing His thing. But like I'm not hardcore religious. Like I don't really go to church or read the Bible like that. If that makes sense. I'm more so that type of spiritual. I will never mess with crystals or play with tarot cards. I'm very superstitious when it comes to that type of stuff.
Oh, elaborate.
You said what?
Like elaborate. Explain. Like what?
So a lot of people. So what I understand, some people say they're spiritual, but they look like what you said. They like crystals. They like tarot cards, stuff like that, and they say the earth talks to them type of deal. For me, I feel like when they do stuff like that, and this is not to knock like who believes in it. It's not at all. It's just I feel like when they do stuff like that, they're tapping into energies that they don't really know too much about. Type of deal.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like when they say the earth talks to them, in my mind, I'm like, how do you know it's the earth? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know it's not a different entity trying to trick you? You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. So like okay, it depends on like how you like practice and stuff. But if you do stuff like tarot, you can always there's like a prayer depending on like obviously as I said like how you practice. So if you're trying to get answers and you do there's a specific prayer in this book and it like specifically says like make sure that I'm essentially getting the message from like God's hands.
Yeah,
So there's as you said it depends on like if you believe that you're actually speaking to God and getting the message from God or if you're like oh I'm getting it from like somewhere else and I think it's God. So I see what you mean.
yeah. Like you never really know exactly what it is. Like you could always get tricked. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to like religion, they always say like the evil's always trying to trick you. So that's why I'm very superstitious because I don't want to get tricked into opening doors and then I don't know how to close them doors and now I got to deal with it. Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be Scooby Doo for that. I'm good.
I get that. I get that. To be fair, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say I'm spiritual in that sense. I'm not spiritual to where I'm gonna mess with that type of stuff. You know.
No, I get it. I was just trying to think if there was something else because so purple's associated with like royalty, but like in regards to like fashion, but in like the spiritual kind of things, it's like the heightened, which is why I asked because I find a lot of people that do have that favorite color like tend to be quite spiritual or like have elements about them that are.
Huh.
So
Huh.
that's what made me ask.
That's interesting. So with my favorite color being like a dark purple, what does that mean?
So is that more like indigo-y or like
Yeah, yeah, like a midnight purple, like a dark purple.
yeah, so like in regards to chakras, that would be your like third eye, I think. Because I guess if we're on about indigo, that would be yeah, your third eye. And then there's like the light purple, which is like your crown.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah. That's what made me intrigued because I was like, I always find that usually, so it's interesting.
Yeah. Are you into the zodiac signs?
Kind of. To an extent.
Like elaborate. Like what do you like what why do you say
So
you're kind of into it?
I don't think it excuses bad behavior.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're like, yes, that's what I needed. Like,
No,
there's no
because
okay, actually.
no, because I don't know about over there in the UK, but I know for here people focus on that like cold heartedly. Like they look for their partner to have the right zodiac sign, to be super tall, um, and yeah, stuff like that. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I get so with the star signs as well. I think you have to place it with like there's like your three, your main three. Like I don't know too much, but there's your moon, and that one's I think the one that kind of like represents you the most anyway. So
Hmm.
their main doesn't necessarily always have to like correlate. So the other ones can kind of contribute.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm like, it doesn't. I don't really agree with that side of things. I know people do that, but I don't understand why they do that.
I don't either. Like, let's say they're talking to somebody, like they're just meeting them and they're having a good vibe, and then once that person tells them their zodiac sign, they're like, "Nah, I can't talk to you." I'm like, what? Like,
Have you ever had that?
mm, no, because they usually ask that straight up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say like, "Hey, how you doing?" type of deal, you get past that, then they're like, "What's your zodiac sign?" And I like to play around with them. I say Aquaman, like from the DC universe, because I'm an Aquarius. So I'll say Aquaman, and they automatically know, oh, he just playing around. He an Aquarius, but I don't mess with Aquarius. So they'll tell me like, I know a lot of bad things about y'all, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just here chilling. Like, what do you mean?
No, see, Aquarius is like always seen as being like really good because you
they
guys,
say they say we're really stubborn, and we're not afraid to speak our mind, even if it's like even if it comes out rude type of deal. Which I can agree with that, but when it comes to zodiac signs, not everybody acts the same, if that makes sense. So you can't
yeah.
put one Aquarius and another Aquarius and say they act exactly alike. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that also correlates to the whole like moon and like sun and all of those sort of things as well, because that contributes. It's all about like planet placement, and that's how they think it like deciphers like your energy as such.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's why, yeah.
I don't even know my moon or Jupiter, Mars, whatever the fuck. I don't. I just know I'm an Aquarius.
I'm not gonna lie, I've Googled it. I've Googled mine, like my little chart, because it'll like tell you and then had someone like tell me and stuff. I find it interesting.
It is interesting, but I don't like believe it like that. Like it'll show like obviously who you don't or who you're not compatible with. But like I've talked to a lot of people that I'm so called not compatible with, and I'm like still cool to them to this day. You know what I'm saying? or like with significant others. I've had significant others be not compatible, and then it worked out for a good little time. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think it depends on who you are as a person as well. And I guess there's like your upbringing and like what you take from that too.
yeah. What about the height though? How are
Oh,
you with the height? Like, do you think like if you're looking for your significant other, the height they gotta be way the fuck up there?
your sound's completely bugged out.
Is it bugged out?
It's gone like completely static.
Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Is it good now? Nah. How about now?
I don't know what's going on.
What is going on? Is it
If
really
you
static?
could,
Is it really
it's
static?
like robotic. Like I wish you could hear this back. This is crazy.
Is it? It's not good now. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna refresh.
Do you want me to? I can like leave.
Is it good now?
So much better.
So much better. Yeah. I had to refresh it, man. Dang, that's terrible. Okay. What did you hear that I said?
I wouldn't like. I wish you could hear it back. Like it was crazy. I think we were talking about like the whole star signs and like about how like upbringing. I think that's like where we got to. Like your upbringing kind of like deciphers
Oh,
some of it.
that's what I asked. So I asked like, what about the height though? Like, do like for your significant other, do they have to be like way up there type of dude?
I want them to be taller than me. I think
How tall are you?
5'5".
Oh, you're like an inch shorter than me. So define taller than you, like an inch, or you talking like they gotta be like 5 inches taller?
I would say like tall enough so I don't feel masculine. Does that make sense? I want someone who made me still feel like feminine because I think there's like the feminine and masculine with that kind of thing.
See, I don't get that. Like, how does height play into someone being masculine and feminine?
Um, so there's actually like, and I got taught this like a few years back, I think. There's a biological side to it. So do you know much about like pheromones?
Do I what?
Know much about pheromones?
Pheromones? I've heard of it. I don't know exactly what it is.
So it's like, okay, everybody has their own kind of scent,
Has a what?
has their own scent, like so
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
so women's are at the top of their head and men's are under their arms.
Yeah.
And that's where the height thing usually comes in because it's actually like biological. It's not like but it might just be some people being
Wait,
picky,
so
but there's that element.
how does that tie into height? Is it more like if they're taller, they smell better type shit? Like, what do you mean?
No, I think it's more so like it's supposed I don't know how to explain that, but like I guess because if they're a bit taller, you're more likely to get their scent or something like that. Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Nah. Because look, I'm a short king, man. I'm a shorter male, and I have my own scent. You know what I'm saying? I've never ever been told that my scent is off-putting. You know what I'm saying? I've never been told that.
No, it doesn't. Like height doesn't change your scent. It doesn't make it like bad or anything.
Huh.
It just means you're more likely to reach it. It's like if someone's taller, like if a guy's taller or something, you're more likely to get to like the top of the
I
head.
get what you're saying. Like, cause if they're taller, you're closer to their.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's it.
I get what
Not
you're saying.
like it's like bad.
You said what?
Not like it's bad or anything. It's just more so it's like getting closer to it.
I get you. You're the first person to say that. Like people just say like. So I've had guests on previously, and they're like, "Well, I like a taller dude because I feel like they can toss me around." But I was like, if they're 5'3", like if they're shorter than you, but they're built, they're still gonna toss you around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're still gonna throw you around that fucking room if they could. You know? So I understand how hype plays into that part.
That's the way that I see it though. But I also think like your energy is a big thing. I think if you're a confident person, there was this thing and I saw it and they were like, people don't realize how tall someone is sometimes just because of their confidence. Like if you're outgoing, you're bubbly, it's like tall energy. I think that's like a thing, right?
No, big dick energy thing.
Yeah, I think it's like the same thing to an extent, right?
Kinda, I guess. I've never heard of tall energy. I've heard of big dick energy.
You've never had a tall energy. No, I think it's like I
I've
guess it's
only
the same kind of thing.
I've only heard of big dick energy, and what that means is like you carry yourself with confidence. You know, like you're him. Like you know who the fuck you is, type of dude. You know.
That's it. Yeah, no, that's literally the same thing.
Okay.
Mine's just
And
more PG.
so, so you guys probably call it something different, but over here, yeah, it's big dick energy over here. Yeah.
We
But
say, to be fair, we say that too, but I guess that one's more like PG.
PG. Oh, I mean, you don't have to be PG. I'm under the explicit category, so I mean, you could say whatever you want. Like I kind of want to know the cuss words in UK versus you know our cuss words type of
I
deal.
thought they were the same.
Are they the
Are they
same?
not? Yeah, I think we. I don't know if you guys say the C word over there a bit more than we do.
C word. Which one? Cunt. Cunt. See, when I hear that, I'm like, damn. Like, if I heard someone say that, I know something shitty happened. Like something really bad had to have happened for him to say that. Like
Is
that's
it?
the worst bad word out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's it. Like that's the same over here. Is it's like that's when someone's pissed you. Like it's got to a point where
Yeah.
it's like game over.
And I'm bilingual. You know what I'm saying? So no, like I feel like no Spanish cuss word matches up to that word, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Like yeah, that word is terrible. It sounds ugly too.
It does. It sounds like you've got to have. I don't know. You've got to put like emphasis into it. That's when you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you put some tone into it, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, UK is interesting. I've always wanted to go and see the vibe. I wanted to see like mainly if the vibe over there is the same as here, or if it's better, or what. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm just saying because I know like so I've got a friend over your side of like the pond and everything, and she's just like great. But I feel like you guys are very social
Yeah.
and very like outspoken, which is like great, and I love that.
But I feel
Kind of
like
like
people
fun.
people from the UK are like so much more intelligent than we are. Like y'all use big words on the natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it just naturally comes out. With us, we don't use big words like that.
No, see, I don't think that at all. Like, I think this is the thing that it's like different perceptions, right? Because I don't think anybody around here thinks that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm from my point of view, I'd say you guys are a lot more intelligent spoken. You know, a lot more. Yeah, a lot more intellectually spoken than we are.
I think that's just the accent. The accent hides it. Do you know what I mean?
That probably is too. Like, it just yeah. The accent is something. Accent is definitely something. I like it though.
This is the thing. I think your accent sounds more like friendly. Does that make sense? Like ours
Friendly.
sounds like very serious. Yeah.
I think that's just the vibe I give off.
I think that too, but like I've always thought the American accent's a bit more like bouncy. Like you guys seem so much more like
You said
I don't know.
bouncy.
Yeah, bouncy. It's like bubbly. Does that make sense?
I've never heard bouncy. I speak bounce. Do I speak bouncy?
Like like
No.
someone's bubbly is kind of like outgoing and fun.
Mm. Okay. I mean, I am an outgoing person, so yeah, I get what you're saying. So I'm just curious, like, if I were to travel out there, right, and just mingle amongst the people, would I be, would I be cool, or like, would they kind of like, what's he doing here, type of deal?
You've got
Especially
kind
because
yeah,
me being, especially because me being a Latino, you know what I'm saying? So me being a Latino, I don't know if there's a lot of Latinos there, but I feel like I'd be kind of, what do you call it? like the outcast.
No, we don't. I don't. I've had people ask me stuff like that before. Like I've never seen anything like that. Like people don't. Everyone's like equal. Everyone's good, unless you go to like a wrong bit. But like you don't really get anything like that over here as much. I don't think.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. I mean, as far as like people like buy like where do people buy? Do people talk more there? Like, let's say if I was there, and I was like wanting to look for, maybe a significant other or just someone to mingle with. You think that's like would be easy for me to do, or would they be like, nah, like you're not from here type of shit?
No, I think your accent would have you sold. Like you'd be onto a winner.
I mean, you said my accent would have them sold.
Yeah, you. I
What?
reckon.
How? I feel like my accent sounds so like boring compared to that accent though.
No, because I think my accent sounds boring, which is what I was trying to explain earlier. And I was like, it's like so serious, and yours is so much more like fun.
I wouldn't say you sound serious. I'd say it just sounds like like intelligent, smart. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good that's a green flag.
Yeah, just have British accent. Yeah, but that's the thing. I think it's like the other way around because we don't have your accent. Is everyone loves an accent, right?
Yeah, everybody do love the accent. Yeah, but I don't know if mine would be if my accent would be seen as attractive there. Like, I don't know. I don't
No, I
know.
think you've got a nice accent. I'm sure you'd be onto a winner. Honestly, you go into there and then you start speaking to them, and that's it. You'd
What
be
if I just
fine.
spoke? What if I just spoke in nothing but Spanish? I just went over there and was like, "Oye, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué te hablas?"
They probably end up marrying you. The whole thing.
Is that a thing? That's a thing over there. Like they really love like Spanish speakers out there.
Yeah,
Wow. Is it?
accents.
Is it because there's just not a lot there, or like what? What is it really?
I don't know. I think we like love like diversity. Do you know what I mean? Like we love like anything different.
I get you. I get you. That'd be some trippy shit though. Like if I was born there, but like as a Latino, and like when I spoke Spanish, I had the UK accent. That'd be some trippy shit.
Everyone would ask you to teach them swear words. So that's like the only thing is you have to be like teaching everybody swear words like consistently.
Like if I was like, "Oye, mommy, qué onda?" Like that'd be some different shit.
They'd be trying to figure it out, and you'd be having to like teach it like word by word. Like it'd be a whole thing.
I feel like clubs are better there too. Like nightlife. Is the nightlife there pretty good?
I don't know. I think 'cause I used to work in bars, and to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what's like over there club wise. You
Okay,
guys don't go to as much though.
I can tell you about the nightlife where I'm at. so
Yeah,
the
tell me
nightlife
about
where
that. What's
so the
like?
nightlife where I'm at, I mean, obviously where I'm at, they have like a lot of clubs, a lot of bars, type of deal. But it seems like people don't really socialize as much. So let's say I go inside the club, everybody is just mingling amongst people they already know, type of deal. Until they get a little too faded, too drunk, then they'll start dancing on random people, if that makes sense. Like the females will start dancing on random dudes. The dudes get too grabby. It's hectic. It's crazy, and it's not really so much my vibe because I don't like that. So I was curious if it was like that there, or if it was more so social, like if people actually socialize there.
Unless it's like girls going to like the toilets, because like, I think I don't know if you guys have this over there, but like any girl that goes into the toilet, they end up like talking and becoming like best friends that night or something like that.
Hmm.
But the drunk thing, I think, is kind of the same, honestly.
So they
Except
get
guys are less.
on random dudes.
They don't really dance too much on random dude. I feel like the girls will kind of like dance together, and if a guy does get grabby, like their friends usually like jump in and be like, get away. So I think they're a bit more like I don't know, like stay away, but they're all like doing their own thing.
Where, so what if they were approached by a foreigner? Myself, like if I was to approach them, like, hey, how you doing? Just exactly like that. How would that go?
I think it'd just be like friendly. Like if you get the right drunk people, some girls are like the most friendly people you'll come across
Yeah,
and like bubbly and stuff. So if you get like the right kind of people, loads of people are like really outgoing.
I get you. Yeah, here not here it's sloppy here. You know what I'm saying? People do not talk here, and if you do like talk, they kind of like look at you weird. So it's a little different.
Yeah, I always thought like over that side everyone was like so friendly and everything.
That's how they put like that's kind of how they portray it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they portray it, like in movies and stuff like that. But I mean, that could be certain clubs. Certain clubs could be like that. But the ones here where I'm at, they're cool. It's just people don't communicate. People don't socialize like that.
See, I always thought I was like they're all so friendly. Like I'll go over there and it'll be like a whole different world kind of thing. And now it makes me kind of more intrigued. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you. And that's how I feel about there. Like I'd be intrigued over there. I feel like you know what I mean. But yeah, here it's not it. It's not it. Maybe if you're in like another city, like a major city like New York, you might have a good time. But here in Texas, probably not. You know what I mean? Probably not. Well,
Halloween's supposed to be like epic.
then again, you'd be considered, you know, different because you have an accent, so that might play different, you know, if you were to go in there. But yeah,
Maybe that's the thing. I'm gonna have to like so Halloween's one of the reasons I want to go over there.
you said Halloween,
Yeah.
so you're into that spooky shit.
You're like, yeah, but like over here we don't I don't think we like okay, so as I said, like one of my friends, she's amazing. I like adore her. But you guys like go over the top with it. We don't do that as much over here.
Yeah, yeah, we do. I mean, I haven't really celebrated it like that in a while, like since I was a kid. But there's people that will still dress up, like grown ass people, that will still dress up in costumes and go out and stuff like that. You know, it's cool.
Like no, but you guys have like so like stores and they like go over the top because she like videoed one of them and like have things like mazes in like stores and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about like the little haunted mazes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, hell yeah. We have those. We have like haunted corn mazes and shit like that. Haunted houses you walk through. Yeah, those are legit.
See, I want to go to some of the haunted houses as well. Like I think that sounds sick.
So you'd want to do that type of stuff. So you like scary stuff. You
Funny.
like spooky stuff.
Yes and no.
Yes or no? Why do you say yes or no?
I can't watch anything scary.
No.
No.
Well, define scary. Like, are you talking about like a slasher movie, like Friday the 13th? You can't watch that.
I would be way too scared. Like I anything scary. I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it.
Oh, you just leave?
I've run out of the cinema. Like it's been so bad.
I get the vibe that you'd watch the movie, but like kind of like cover your eyes or some shit. I get that type of vibe.
I feel like I've just been called out.
You really do that?
I'd hide. I'd like leave the room if I had to. Saw scared the heck out of me.
Damn. So what do you do? Do you dip out or do you like cover your eyes type of shit?
If it's like gruesome, I'll cover my eyes. But like the screaming and stuff like that, I can't deal with it. I'd hide.
So the gruesome part, right? Are you like more like I'm gonna cover my eyes with one hand or like both hands? Like what you doing?
Pillow. It's the whole pillow.
Oh,
Or it's
pillow?
just not on.
They have pillows in the cinemas.
No, oh no, the cinema I left. We weren't there long enough.
You gotta watch it. You gotta stay for the whole movie,
I think if we were like it must have been under like 30 minutes and we ran. Have you seen Insidious?
bro. Those movies are trippy. Those movies are trippy, and yeah, nah, like that is nah, nah. That shit is too much.
See, now I know I run out.
But I would still like I'm the type I would still stay there and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't do it. I could it no, honestly, that's fine. You have to prove that point then, okay? Because I tell you now, you will be scarred. I watched like less than 30 minutes and we ran out.
Damn, what if it was a dude? Like the dude took you on like a movie date or something, and it was a scary movie. Are you gonna dip out on him?
If he picks a scary movie, he does not know me very well.
You would dip out on him? Like you would
No,
leave?
I couldn't. I don't. I would. That's clever though, because you'd end up like almost like hiding by him kind of thing. So if he did that, it would be like strategic. But also, I would be able to sleep for like a few nights. So it would be strategic and fun for him, and like horrible for me.
See, I would say that's super strategic because that you'd be like getting close to him, you know what I'm saying, and he would be doing his thing. But then you said you couldn't sleep at night, so then that's his move to be like, well, I could stay with you if you want. Boom.
See, that's I can't ever tell him that then. He double up.
Look at that. I'm giving all these dudes free game, and they're gonna have to start. They're gonna start picking me for this shit.
Honestly, that's it. You've got it sorted. You got it sussed out.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Do people date over there?
Yeah.
People here don't be doing that.
What?
Yeah, people here in the states don't really. I mean, some of them probably do, but it's not common. You know what I'm saying? With this generation over here, it's not common for people to go on dates, and I think that shit is stupid.
No, you need to go to the UK. Like I think we do most of ours like during the night kind of thing, rather than like daytime sort of vibe.
Yeah, but I'm saying like people here just don't go on dates. Like I could tell you, people here are so focused on technology, their phones. You know what I'm saying? They get on these dating apps, and when they do a meetup, it's not a date. It's a legit meetup. It's where they go meet up. You know, they fuck, and then they split from there.
No, you have to do the day and like I don't know. I love romance. I'm like the old school kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean?
I'm I'm with you. You know, I'm a romantic type of person, but people don't do that here. People don't like that for some reason, and it's so weird to me because how, like, how would you have a significant other like a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, without dating? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
literally.
Like that shit's tough.
Well, it goes back into the like courting kind of thing, like back in the day, like Victorian times, like you'd have to like court the woman. We have to
Exactly,
do all those like little stages. Like she would drop the like handkerchief, and then the guy would pick it up, and like then he has to almost like impress her just as much as she kind of has to like make sure that she's like looking her best and feeling her best and being her best.
exactly. But nah, people would rather go out to clubs or get on these dating apps and find a fuck buddy and then dip right after. No strings attached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no strings attached.
No, you have to do like the dates and the little like because I think it gets all fun. Like you get to dress up, or like if you go for like a coffee or do a game, I guess you get to have a bit more like you get to know that person properly, and you get those little like
See,
butterflies.
that's why I like the UK already better than here. You guys like romance. You guys believe in going on dates and stuff. Here, no. It's just fucking and dipping.
So I'm gonna like you're gonna have to come to the UK, and I'll be your like wing woman. It'll be a whole thing. I'll go over there. I'll be a wing woman, and then you can like go fully dating.
Exactly. So you being a romantic person, you would hate the dating life here. Promise you that.
I
Yeah.
I couldn't cope with that. I like the like I don't know, like the little autumn walks with like all the nice leaves on the floor and stuff like that. Like that sort of
Yeah,
stuff sings to my soul.
exactly. So for you though, also, are you like would you say like when you're looking at a man to potentially date, right? Are you looking at like the materialistic type of stuff or not really?
I don't really
Nah.
care about the kind of thing. No, I think like oh this see this is where you guys are gonna get like the stuffy side of me and I'm like trying to hide it. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
But like I see it as like so I was brought up with the idea of like love being like my great great grandparents. So I never got to meet them, but my mum always told me stories. And like I just fell in love with it. Like my great granddad wasn't wealthy, but he was so respected and was such a humble and honorable man. Like that's the it's the morality of the individual because like material stuff fades.
I like that. See, People like me need to move over there. People like me need to,
You're like, I'm moving over. That's it. Get my flag.
because the way you're explaining it, right? It seems like people care about the shit that actually matters, not what they have in their pocket or what they drive. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like people over there care about genuinely what actually matters. Are they respected? Are they a good person? You know, do they have any charges? If not, cool. Like I can trust this person. You know what I'm saying? Here, if you got a charge, that might be like a plus. If you have a charge with the law, that's a plus.
Oh, see, I don't get it. Some people are cool. Like it depends who you get, like who you start like talking to and dating and stuff. Some people are like very much into that, like the bad boy. But some people are like just want the whole old soppy stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever heard of the term simp or like simpy? So over there, they don't care about that stuff, right? Like if a dude is like simping, like they're, you know what I'm saying? Do they care about that type of stuff?
What do you mean?
So for us, being simpy or like being a simp means like they're going out of their way like to really bother this person. Like say a dude is being a simp over a girl, they're like really like, oh, you're so beautiful. I really want to take you on a date. Like basically like obviously showing they like them type of stuff, but overdoing it. If that makes sense.
So I don't know if that goes into. I think it's called like the Dahmer and Doppler effect. I don't know if it's like the right terminology. It's something along the lines of that, and it's like seeing it from two different point of views. You know the picture of like the rabbit that goes into the like duck.
Hmm.
Depends on like how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
So if someone you're attracted to does everything like overdoes it, and they're like um being really kind of like um being really like romantic as you've just explained, or like simping, it wouldn't be seen as simping, right? Because that's what she wants from the guy. Like she wants to feel wanted. But if she's not interested, then it becomes like simpy or like unattractive or uncomfortable and creepy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think it depends on that factor maybe over here. I don't know. That's
Like
the way that I've always seen it.
like it depends on the person.
Yeah, if there's like the attraction and like you're interested, you'd be winning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much the same here. I mean, some females, very few, I would say, females here like that type of stuff. Most females don't. Like real quick to get creeped out type of deal over someone simping like that. Yeah.
So
So
like when you say over, doing it a bit much, like do you mean is in there like genuinely like putting effort, time, and like
yeah, I would say it definitely. I would say it definitely is putting a lot of effort into that one person, but at the same time, like the way females in this country think is if you're putting too much effort or being a simp like that, doing too much, then it's doing too much. They don't like that. They don't say as attractive. You know, what they see as attractive is like if the dude has options, like if he has options as far as like what females he talks to, if he talks to a lot type of deal, they find that attractive. They won't say they do, but it's obvious they do because they go for that dude every time.
that's another thing though, isn't it? I think it's like, but I think to an extent guys do the same. Like I think if it's like a prize. But then the only thing with that, I think, is if you see that person as a prize, you're kind of like trying to fight to get them. For one, it ruins your self esteem. But
Yeah,
two, if you do end up getting together, I think it just builds like this huge toxicity because you think that everyone's after your partner.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I feel like it definitely does build like a toxic foundation for them, definitely. But
I, I think naturally people do have options, but if you're going to like tell that person as well, I think that's like a red flag to me.
you said that's a red flag.
If they start telling me they're like, oh, I've got all these options and stuff, I'll be like, okay.
Get out of my face. That was just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I don't know, cause like dude, I don't feel like dudes straight up tell them that, but they somehow make it known. If that makes sense.
No, how
So,
do they do that?
Well, that's when the power of social media comes in. You know, when you see them taking pictures with multiple people, but they're actually females, type of shit that they vibing with. That's the way to do it. Um, if they go through your phone, they see a lot of like females' names in there, and that's another thing. Which the whole going over the phones thing. How do you feel about that?
Why is that? Okay, I don't. Right. My point of view of it is if I'm seeing someone and dating someone, why do I need to go through the phone? Like that, like for me, I'm like, okay, if we're together and stuff, you want to go for my phone is open,
Yeah,
right? And I would expect the same respect, but I don't feel like there's a necessity because like if you're with someone, you're supposed to trust them. So it's
yeah,
like you've got nothing to hide, so you can go for my phone if you want. There's gonna be nothing, but like is it necessary and vice versa, and if it is necessary then like where's this mistrust come from? Like have I done something and is there something that we need to sit down and talk about?
yeah, absolutely. Honestly, that's what a lot of people here do, and I'm not with it either. Because it's like, what do you, if you don't trust me, like, why are we doing this if you don't trust me? Then type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like definitely when they're like, let me go through your phone, that's like they definitely don't trust you.
I This is the thing is it's like okay, I don't know if you've ever had this, you know, when you go on a date or something and like or you're like dating and seeing someone and like they have a message or and they can't like quickly answer and they're like, oh, can you just quickly reply to that person? That's like a really sweet thing, but I wouldn't ever like go through someone's phone after they've done that. I'd be like, okay, what do you want me to say? Say exactly what they've asked for, and then their phone's back. Like
Yeah,
I don't need to do that. And if I don't trust them, I wouldn't be with them.
exactly, exactly. I was well said because yeah, people don't do that. People here like they'll be in relationships, but they'll like let's say let me give you a breakdown of a typical relationship here, right? Let's just say they're together. You know, they've been together for a while. They both have each other's passwords to their social media. They have the password, the passcode to get into the phone. They have all that shit. Would you say that's toxic, or would you say that's something good?
Okay, the thing is, I would. I fail miserably as that because I can't even remember my own password, so there's no way of them remembering them. So they would think I was up to something. So I would fail straight away. Like the whole kind of course thing. I
So as soon as like you type in it says wrong password, then they're gonna be like, really?
they come straight over to me and I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot my password again. I just had to change it.
No, I've had those moments where I'm like, what the hell is my password again? But then it'll come back to me eventually.
No,
But
I've locked myself out of accounts and stuff. Like they'd be like, she's up to something. Like, yeah, of course you locked yourself out of your account. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a whole thing. I'd have to like screenshot and everything.
yeah, nah, for me, honestly, I think it is toxic. If they gotta have each other's passwords to everything type of deal, that's like basically them controlling like your social life, but also being like all over you, if that makes sense. Like they know your every move type deal. They gotta know your every move because they don't trust you that much. I feel like that is very toxic.
How would you even like? Because I feel like if you go through someone's phone, they all their apps are open anyway. So why would you need the password to it?
Not only that, but like when they're going through the phone, they're looking for something to get pissed about. Am I wrong?
Oh no, completely. But as you said, there's like a mistrust. So I'm like, where's as we said earlier, like where's that surge from if you're being innocent? I guess on the other hand, maybe they need to like build trust, but after that trust is built, does there need to be such a like
Yeah,
examination?
yeah. And it's funny because like let's say the girl goes through the guy's phone and sees like a female name and she asks him about it, like, who is this? And he's like, that's my auntie, or like that's my great aunt. And it's like she feels kind of dumb for even asking type of deal. Cause like that's family at that point.
How would you? I've seen stuff like that. I don't know how I'd respond to it. Like, I couldn't imagine even asking the question. Well, I couldn't imagine going through someone's phone like that anyway. Because I just think, like, the way that I do, imagine going through someone's phone. Like, you've got your like best friends conversations. You've got conversations with like your parents. Like,
Yeah.
what if they're saying something that they don't want you to share?
That's what I'm saying. But I can tell you from my personal experience, the way they would ask was like, "What's your password? Let me check your phone." Like they would just straight up say it, and I'm like, "Why? Why do you want to do that?" You know. But like, I would never give them that because, like, what's the whole reason? You know what I'm saying? If you don't trust me, just say so.
Did
Simple
they
as
ever go for your phone in the end, or was it just like you guys kind of like discussed it and like moved forward and it's fine?
we just like discussed it and like they came to terms that I was not going to give that shit. I was not gonna give my passcode. Like I would straight up say like if you don't trust me, just say so. And they would never say it. They would never admit that they don't trust me. They'd just be like, you're probably hiding something. If you want to think that, you can. You know what I'm saying? We're hanging out almost every day. So if you believe that, you're kinda on the delusional end, but it's cool.
But could that also like add into like the way that you said that the dating was and the way that you kind of like date as such? So maybe it'd be like a mistrust because things were like so good.
That's See, that's how it is here too. Yeah. So like let's say you're dating somebody and it's going really well. There's no toxic shit, there's no red flags, you guys are like too good with each other. I feel like at that point somebody, mostly the female for some reason, is gonna think that something's up. You know? I've been told with past significant others, I've been told like you're too happy. Something's going on.
What?
Can I not be happy? Like what the fuck is this? I've been told that before.
But you just seem like a happy person. Like
Thank you.
actually, I had something similar on a date. So I went on this date and like we were just talking, and obviously you're joking about, you're like having a laugh and like getting to know each other. And at one point, he was like, "I'm just like, I'm really good at reading people," and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Go on then," you know. And he's
Yeah,
like, "I'm just trying to figure out if you're like genuinely this happy or if you're just being like, it's like nervous giggles and stuff." And
yeah.
I sat there and I was like, "Where did that come from?"
I don't know where that comes from, honestly. Like it's because in my head when they ask me that, I'm like, do you not want me to be happy? Like, do you want me to be miserable? Is that gonna help you? They're like, no, no, no. I want you to be happy, but something seems up. I'm like, you're gonna need to pick one. You know, do you want me to be happy, but something's up? You want me to be miserable, and you're not thinking about it? What's going on? You know,
The thing is, if you guys are together, it's like a compliment that you're so happy then, right?
it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a very good thing. But they always think something's up, and I don't understand it. Like, let me
Maybe
ask you
you're
this.
just
You
too
know what?
happy.
Like, let me ask you this right now. You know what a fuck boy is, right?
Yes.
Do I give off that vibe?
I don't think you do.
You don't think I do?
No.
You're the first person to say that, so appreciate that. Nah, a lot of people think I give off that type of vibe, and nah, I'm just genuinely this person. You know what I'm saying?
I think what so like going back to like the happy like to some people it feel like seem maybe like too happy or whatever, but like I think you're a very like bright person. Does that make sense? Like you're like a little bright spark, and I think you're just friendly and outgoing. I think you've got like I think because we've had discussions previously though, I think that kind of correlates to maybe I would if like we hadn't had specific conversations before. If we hadn't
Yeah,
spoken before, I might do, but I don't know. I think you've got like a humble kind of side to you. Like I think you're just like genuine. Does that make sense?
yeah, I appreciate that. Nah, a lot of people think I am like this fuckboy type person, but I'm like, nah. Like back in my high school days, I had my past. I did my dues, but I'm not on that type of time no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew out of it. It got boring to me. It got stupid to me. It was kind of like, what am I doing? But I grew out of it, and that's all that matters. But like, it seems like even though I grew out of it, it also followed. People see how I dress. People see how I act. People see, how happy I am, type of shit. They think I'm a fuckboy. and it's crazy.
So, do you think like the too happy adds into that? Because I was thinking about this like a minute ago, and I was thinking like maybe that's too happy is like added into like confidence. So maybe it's because you're actually confident, you know who you are. It's almost like a questions to how you could be that comfortable
That
rather
would
than like
actually
too happy.
that would actually make a lot of sense, you know, because what are fuckboys mostly? They're confident. They know what they can get. They know who they are. So you know that actually makes sense. But no, I'm just like that. Like I'm confident. You know, like and I don't care about like the height shit. People like dudes that are 6 foot and taller. Cool. When they ask me my height, I'm like I say confidently. I'm 5'6". I'm short. You know, and then they usually don't think about the height at that point. So that's what really makes me think that the height and all that shit really doesn't matter. It's the confidence and the what's the word for it? The person you portray, the personality you portray. There we go. Yeah,
Oh, that's a huge thing, I think. But this is the thing as well. If you want a long-term partner, to an extent, other than like the general things that are like required, most
yeah,
other things go out the window. Do you know what I mean?
exactly. All that materialistic goes out the window. But
Oh, completely.
if they see a dude that's my height, that's not saying it like that, they're like, like I know I'm over 5'5". I don't know exactly how tall I am. They're kind of like, he's not confident. Mm, and then they get on to, yeah, he's not my type. But if they're like, I'm 5'5" or I'm 5'3", I know I'm short, but I know what I'm doing. Okay, that kind of pushes all that out the window.
Yeah, of course. But also, like, I don't know. So, have you dated anyone that's like taller than you? Because there's a
Absolutely,
saying. Okay.
absolutely. Especially when I was in school, I dated a female that was, I would say, 3 inches taller than me. That was probably the tallest I ever dated. Yeah, a girl that was 3 inches taller than me, and she didn't, think about height or anything like that because of the personality I had, the confidence I portrayed, in my personality. So she didn't think about all that. But let's say if I didn't have those characteristics, I would have never been with her because she didn't want to date a short motherfucker.
So, I think that's like, as you're saying, the whole confidence plays into all of it. But also, like, if you ever get to a phase where, like, the girl says that she's like a specific height and that she's taller or something, there's this saying, and it's like, the taller you are, the richer I look. Because if you see it, like, if you watch, like, Kevin Hart's a perfect example. Obviously, he's not like tall, but his like the women that he goes for are beautiful and they're like tall, they're like model looking, right?
Yeah.
So like the old school thing is it's like the taller you are, the richer I look in like regards to like guys.
You said the taller you are, the richer you are.
So for you, like if the woman was like taller, obviously, like you said before, it'd be like the taller she is, the richer you look.
Oh, that is kind of funny. Um, that's the first time I ever heard that saying. That's probably what a lot of females here believe, but I just think anybody, you portray confidence, you know who you are, you know what I'm saying, and you portray that, you'll be fine. You'll
Yeah,
be fine.
completely. I think that's in everything though. Like obviously if you go to like a job interview or anything like that, like the confidence, as long as you're not like rude or
Yeah,
like
as long as you're not like a narcissist. Don't be narcissistic, but be confident in yourself. You know, and that's funny you brought that up because a lot of people don't know the difference. They think being confident is being a narcissist. No, 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 no. Those are two different things. A narcissist would be like, I know I look good. I'm trying to think if you would look good for me, type of shit. But if you're confident, you're just gonna say, like, you're gonna think, I know I look good. You look good too. I think, I think we can make something happen. That's confidence.
well, I also think it's like knowing what you bring to the table though. That's like that's confidence, but that's like self-worth. Like that's completely different to narcissism. And I honestly I think to an extent the word narcissism is like overused.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it's a rare thing. Like I think there's a difference, and I kind of like as I've got a bit older, like noticed it more and more. Like it's I don't know necessarily how to like word this, but I guess to an extent it's like misused because I think there's a lot of people that are damaged that don't realize that they're causing harm. Like the intent of a narcissist is to physically, psychologically, emotion like to to deteriorate someone. And I don't think that's everyone's intent. I think there's a lot of people that are ill and don't realize they're doing that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely got something going on up here for sure.
Yeah, like I don't think not everybody realizes that they're doing what they've done, you know? Some
Yeah,
people do, but not everybody. And I think that's something like that's why if I was to ever use the word, it would be with pure intent and it would be used with good cause. Like I wouldn't just throw that word around. I don't think it's a word that can be just thrown around. Just like we were saying about like the word, oh, I hate it. Can like it has to be. It's used with purpose, right?
yeah, yeah. Especially here, it it might be more used in the UK than it is here, though. It is very
Really?
rare for me to. Yeah, it's rare for me to hear that word. But when I do hear it, I know like some shit happened.
You're like someone's pissed. I'm a
Someone, yeah,
vocabulary.
someone fucked something up for sure.
I think so. Some people around here like love it. It's like their favorite word,
Damn.
and they just throw it
So
around.
that'd be something I'd have to get used to if I went over there.
Oh, honestly, you'll meet some people. Some people love it, and it's like one of their favorite kind of like words. And then other people are like, "Should I say that word? Is it okay?" Like, do you know what I mean?
It makes sense because like I would see some videos and like this British dude would be like, "Oh, what are you doing, you dirty cunt?" And I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck, bro?" He's like, "You look like a bag of rubbish. What the fuck?" Like how would I wouldn't even know how to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be so blank minded.
So, to be fair, I don't know how I would. I just look over and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry." Just walk away, be like, "I'm sorry, I did wrong," and just go.
Or like, did he just call me a dirty cunt? Like what did that do to you? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just meeting you for the first time. What the hell? Like it's crazy. But overall, it seems like an interesting place to visit, and like that's always been like the UK has always been a place I wanted to go. Great Britain always been a place I always wanted to visit for sure. You know.
Do it. I can show you Bath. That's about as much as I probably could show you because that's all I really know. But I could show you Bath if you like history. Obviously, is Bath named after like the Roman baths,
The baths,
like Roman baths.
Roman what?
Rome. It's like Roman baths. I can't even say the word right now. Roman baths. So like
It's
bath.
like you're saying Roman baths,
Yeah. No, I am.
like taking a bath, or like getting
Yeah.
clean.
So it's like no. It's like a place. So it's like a historic place, and it's like this like whole kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like one of those sort of massive, sort of old school, where it would have been like a bath kind of thing back then.
Oh, yo, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I would have to check
It's a
that
good
out.
history.
Yeah, I'd have to check that place out. See, I'm gonna have to
It
go.
is.
I'm gonna have to go to the UK.
I will be your bath tour guide.
How about the UK tour guide? All around. Great, because you're in Great Britain, right? Yeah, Great Britain tour guide. How about that?
That's it. To be fair, I love. There's some like really lovely. If you like nature and stuff, there's some really lovely like parks and kind of nature places like near around as well. There's I think it's like Warminster and why is it, like Broom's got a nice place too. There's some beautiful places.
So you like nature walks,
Love it. Well, I've got a husky. I have to have them. Do you know what I mean?
and you have a husky. You know your dogs. That yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, he's been like part of the family for like 7 years now, and honestly, he gets funnier with age. He gets less sassy though.
I might get judged for this, but my favorite dog breed is a pit bull. I like pit bulls.
Oh, see, I love like any dog. I don't, as long as they're not yapping at me, I love them.
Yeah, don't get Chihuahuas. They yap too much. Mm-mm.
I couldn't do the yapping.
They're like us. We yap too much.
I
We're very
think it's always
feisty.
interesting.
We're
Yeah,
very we're,
very.
us Latin people are very feisty people, and Chihuahuas really play that damn part. They bark at literally every. They'll see a fly on the wall and start barking at it. That's why I don't
See,
like.
Angel, my pup, he's like huskies don't really like. Well, they don't bark at all. They like howl. So he'll
Yeah,
have his like little
wolves.
moment.
They're like wolves. Yeah, they dope. Yeah, but yeah, pit bull's my favorite dog breed. I like how pit bulls look. You know what I'm saying? I like how pit bulls look. It's just I don't know. I've always liked them.
So I think there's like a ban or something. I don't like quote me on this, but I think there's meant to be like a ban or something around here, or there's like rules of pit bulls now, or they're coming into play.
Like you can't own a pit bull type of deal.
They're kind of, I think they're kind of starting to like stop that as much, but also there's like rules if there are pit bulls and stuff. Like you, I think you have to have like, there was someone that was saying that they would have to like wear muzzles and stuff like that, but I don't think it's anything to do with the dog. It's to do with the owner.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, there's been a lot of stories of pit bulls just wilding out randomly and attacking people. You know, like they just get that vicious side. And it could have something to do with the owner, or it could just be, I don't know. Like pit bulls can just get vicious, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, they are a dangerous breed for sure. But I've never, like in my own experience, I've never experienced a pit bull like lashing out like that. They've always been cool with me. You know what I'm saying?
But that's also to do with like training and stuff, unless you're a threat. But also, with that being said, like any dog would protect their owner. If they were in danger, any dog would do that.
Maybe
So
except for like a Shih Tzu. I don't think a Shih Tzu would protect the owner. I think they would just run away. You know those like
maybe.
little tiny like hairy dogs? Yeah, I think they would just run away.
To be fair, I reckon my dog would probably end up. I don't know if he would. I used to think he would. He's like, it's the weirdest thing. As soon as he's moved in with me, like me and him have moved out of like my mum's and stuff, he's changed completely. I don't know if you've had that, like where you've had like a pup or something, you've moved homes and they just change.
Yeah, I would say so. So like before I moved over, so I'm originally from the state of Colorado. So when I moved from there over to the East Coast, eastern part of the U.S., I had a puggle, a pug and a beagle mix, and that's really cool. I would say she definitely changed in personality, but it wasn't for like any bad. It was for the good. Like she
Yeah.
became better dog. I would say they definitely do change when you move. Yeah, they're like humans. They adapt to their environment.
Yeah, completely. I don't know, he like I don't know what it is, but he's become, and I've noticed this anytime he's like at our home kind of thing, he behaves like he won't go into the kitchen. He will literally lie down in front of the kitchen or he'll sit in front of the kitchen door. Like he does not go in. He knows he's like the kitchen is not his space, right? At my mum's, the amount of mischief he causes is unbelievable. Like he knows that he's like, okay, if I'm at home, I have to behave. If I'm at my mum's, that's it. It's game over. He's eating at the bins. Like I've literally had to be like, right, that's it. Like go to timeout kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta think it's like a kid. Like, oh, my parents aren't here. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. They're just people don't believe it, but dogs are just like kids. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there, they
Completely.
do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's like, and that's exactly how I think. Like I helped like train him was like he was taught like a child because I think as well my brother was like 6 when he moved in.
Yeah.
Like so my little brother was doing the whole like timeout, the naughty step kind of vibe. So he knew he was like he would learn to go to the step when he was naughty and be like, right, go. And he would actually go to the top of the step and he'd have to like lie there.
Oh wow. Yeah. See, they're just like kids, bro. Dogs are just like kids, but I love dogs. I'm not too big on cats, but dogs are my go-to. Cats
It's
are
that
kind
I could
of iffy. Cats are iffy to me.
It's starting to do it again.
It's doing it again. Very robotic. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Is it good now? You can't hear me?
I can hear it's like really static. Like it's like the mic.
What the hell? It's still static? Hold on. Okay, how about now? No? What? It sounds fine on my end. I think it's a connection thing.
Yeah, like I can make out what you're saying, but it's like I don't. It's like robo kind of thing. I can't explain it to you. It's like pure like static.
Is it still staticky? What the fuck? Good? Better? Okay, how about now? Okay, yeah, it's got to be a connection
Do
thing.
you want me to like? I don't know how to like leave and come back. I'll try. If I try to, I wonder if that like changes something because I don't. How do I wait? Give me a second.
That's being weird. I wonder if it's a connection thing going on her end. I'm not sure. Let me see. Is it good
Oh
now?
my goodness, so much better. Oh my goodness, that was
Okay,
like crazy.
so it's got to be like a connection thing. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but shit, we're about at that hour mark, and I would say that was a really good episode. I genuinely appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying? This was a good
Thank
vibe.
you for
I
the
love it.
time.
But I do I do have a challenge at the end of every video. And you said so no, it's not crazy. So you said you're an actor, right? Or actress?
I've done yeah.
Actress. Okay. So the original challenge was to like act out emojis, but I figured, you know what? It would be better to have them act out pop art, which is like the drawings of people and then act out that emoji. Is that if that makes sense?
I think so.
You think so? Alright, so I'm gonna pop up the first one. Let me see.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So it'll pop
I
up on
feel like
my.
you should do this with me. Like I feel like the if I have to do it, you have to do it with me.
Well, so when I pop it up, it's gonna cover my screen, type of deal.
It's okay. You can pop it up and then like come back. There's no way I can do this
What if I
alone.
what if I told you they were easy, simple ones?
Then we can do them together.
We're gonna do them together. All right, all right, all right. So this one,
Oh no, okay. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you
I
saw
don't
it.
know.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I just don't know how I'm gonna do this on my phone.
Oh shit! Did the audio go out?
Oh no, has the audio? No,
Oh no, I can still hear you. Okay,
can
we're
you hear
good.
me? I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to hold my phone so I can do it. Right, okay. Okay, you ready?
What was it again? I even lost it. Okay. Yep. Ready.
You got it at the same time.
Huh? No, I was waiting. I was waiting for you to do it.
I'm not doing it alone. I'm about to figure out how to hold this phone. You were doing it with me.
All right, you
Right,
got it.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay. All right. I would give. I think you got it.
I think you did it, yeah. Well, what's the next one?
The next one. Is it the gloves? What a shirt is that? Because it has like your thumb in there.
Oh yeah, it's the top. It's got one of these little.
We're gonna really make it interesting. Make it exactly like that. You gotta have the whole hands free.
Um, how am I gonna do? My phone's still charging, so it's like bugging. But we will try to make this work because you know what? I'm a good sport, but you you have to do this with me, so I don't care. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, and then this part, just to make your whole hand available. You're gonna make it exactly like the
Oh, I have to.
yeah. See, I got mine available. We good. Are you ready?
I like this bit though.
All right, that's the next one.
How do you?
I don't know. It's like this maybe, like this. Like you gotta cover half the face and then the other half showing type deal.
Yeah, I think so. I think you got it. I think.
Yeah, cause
Okay,
yeah, half the face cover. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Okay.
I think we did that one.
Oh, you're already doing it.
I got it. Oh, you have to do this one.
I feel like you were better than me on all of them. Man,
No, no.
yeah, my acting skills is terrible.
I
So going
think
back
you did
to
so well.
going back to this specific one, right? That one. What would you say that emotion is? Because that one is like she's hiding her face, right? So you can't really see her emotion. But what do you think it is?
Well, there's the laptop in front, so I think she's seen something that she didn't like.
She seen something she didn't like.
Yeah, because it looks like she's covering her eyes from something that's on the laptop. So maybe there was like, I don't know, she's got something like a nude or something. She didn't want to see it, or there's like something horrible on there. She's trying to hide away.
Okay, okay. I mean, what? But my thing is like for you personally, right? This, what would make you do that? Because she's covering her whole face, not even just like
Oh,
her whole.
she's
Yeah.
horrified. Whatever was feeling there, like, was mental. Do you know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad. Like, she was like, I never want to see the screen again.
So like, so what would make you do that personally? Like personally, you, what would make you do that?
Oh my gosh. You know, when you see like sad things with dogs or something, oh, I don't want to see that screen. Or, but I mean, anything scary as well. So that contributes.
So you said something sad.
It's sad or scary.
You said sad or like something sad or something scary.
Yeah, either one. I'm hiding. We said about scary stuff earlier. I
All
can't
right,
deal with it.
all right. Add your skills again to the test. So you see something scary. How are you acting?
I'm hiding behind the pillow, so you guys get the
But
pillow.
see, she didn't use a pillow.
Oh, are you? There's no way to do it then if you're not doing it with me.
Yeah, I'm saying like, what would make you use your hands like in that situation?
Door. No, anything like and gruesome. Have you seen like the Doctor, the Good Doctor? That
No,
I hide away.
really,
Oh,
like hell, like hell.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm not doing it. There's no chance. You won't do it with me. There's no way.
Man, I wanted to see another like some more of them good actress skills. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is when it comes to acting, like doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when does that come into play when you're acting? You know what I'm saying? Because like when you see people crying, they just legit crying. They're not like having their hands over their face, or like when they're scared, they're not doing that. So what? How would that play into acting?
I guess it'd be like, like when you kind of gasp or something, you like gasp and you're like horror, like genuine, like being horrified kind of thing. That's the way that I would see it. But
Hmm.
I don't know, how would you see it?
Me, I don't know. Like the only way I would see someone doing that in real life, or anything like that, would be like you said, when they're watching like a horror movie, or like when they see something gross, like very gory, they would do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know.
Yeah, see, that's what I think. I think it's fine. I think if it's like gory, gruesome. But what do you think with like so there's one where it looks like someone's almost like voguing, right?
Almost what?
Voguing. She's like it's like she's kind of like posing for, or maybe being like drawn or something.
Being drawn?
Yeah, like you see in the movies and stuff where there's like the model and there are people like with like the paint and stuff. I feel like that's what that could be, or she's like having pictures taken and stuff.
Hmm. Maybe. I don't know. Cause like I don't really see people doing that in real life too often, so I don't really know. I mean, do people do that often in real life over where you live?
No. But
Yeah,
like
see that's what I'm saying. So like it's I don't know. It's an iffy thing. That's like an iffy emotion type of deal.
because I wouldn't read that as emotion. I would see that as like, okay, actually, if she was promoting something branded like a perfume or something, I would see she's kind of like showing elegance. Like to me, that looks like she's being like elegant. She's being kind of like I don't know, artistic. But I don't. It's like a beautiful thing, right? So she's showing and representing herself in like a beautiful and elegant manner. So it's something that has to be shown and perceived in that way.
Okay. That would make sense. Okay. Yeah. I just you don't see that too often like in a real life public situation. You don't see people doing that too often. So that's why like that one's like an iffy emotion type of deal.
Which was your favorite?
Which one's my favorite part? This one right here. Show up. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
I
probably
think the goofy one's my favorite. That one's like just funny.
this one's your favorite.
No, the one where it's like the wink and the stick out tongue. It's just kind of like a goofy face.
Oh, that one. That one's my lit face. You know what I'm saying? If I'm too lit off liquor, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just getting turned up, that's my face right.
See, I don't know. I don't have like a pen or anything for me, but like I remember. Did you ever do this at school? Like you do the like little kind of like face, and there'd be like the little like wink, and there'd be like the little like doobie or something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I never did that, but I knew people that would draw that.
I love that, and I think that's what it like reminds me of. Or like if someone's to take a picture with me, I always do like a goofy face. I just don't like. I don't. I get funny with it, so I'm like, I'd rather do like something silly.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not good at drawing, so I never tried that. But my drawings are stick figures and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh no, I'm on about. It's kind of like a stick figure thing because it's like one line, the wink, and then like you do the smile with the tongue, and then it kind of like a little.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
That
yeah.
makes me feel. Do you look back at those like school moments and you're like, man, that was the time.
I would go back to school for school was fun. High school was fun, but that about wraps up our time. That was fun. The whole conversation overall was really cool. You know what I'm saying? It's always cool to talk to people that are just not even from this country and that are from other places. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Just love to get the vibe of that. You seem like a genuine person, so I definitely feel like we could be friends from across the ocean. It's
Of
cool.
course.
Absolutely. Stay in touch for sure, man. Like, let me know how things are going. I'll do the same. You know, let me know how
Of
the
course.
acting
Well,
and the
thank
modeling's
you.
going. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I want to see more of your podcast, so this would be cool.
Oh, you definitely will. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. You
Good.
know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad. It's been fun, and like saying to you, I think you're nothing but like a genuine person. And this is obviously it's his first time we've ever like FaceTime podcast or whatever, but like it's been nothing but like genuine fun and like funny. So thank you for like having me on and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, especially for your first podcast. I'm glad I made a good impression on you for your first podcast.
Way less nervous. Honestly, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do to like the entire day, and now I'm just like, it was chill. What?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what's called a virtual podcast. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like being in person with the mics and adapters, all that stuff, all that technology, it's just like FaceTime, like you said. So, oh yeah,
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. I will leave you to it because I know you want to speak to your people, but yeah, I appreciate you.
absolutely. Shout out your social medias and everything. Have everyone tap in.
So my TikTok is Chyanna J Court, and then that is alongside with my Instagram, which is like go straight into it. But
And,
thank you so much.
and TikTok is how I got her on here. You know what I'm saying? So,
That was it. It's a good idea. It was clever. Like honestly, it was great.
absolutely. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I made a first impression. And we cool friends from across the ocean. I'm gonna go to UK one day. Hey, you gonna show me around when I go to the UK.
I promise I will show you around, and I will show you the Roman baths.
Oh yeah, we're
I,
gonna hit that
that's
spot up.
brilliant.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that spot up. But anyways, that wraps up this episode of season 4, episode 16. Y'all show her some love. And with that being said, y'all stay tuned for the next episode. And appreciate having you on.
Thank you, All right, peace out. I'll leave you guys to it.